everyone, it's the Audio Man here again, and welcome to your fourth lesson. And I hope you've been practicing and keeping track of how much you practice. Like I said, you want to practice 3 times a week, a half an hour each day. Okay? That's a small amount of practice, and it'll help you get better and better. The more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. Okay? So, last week I had told you to work on page number 1. Just to recap, you learned the C note, the D note, and the E note. Now, we are going to move over to page number 2, and the new note you will be learning this week is the F note. And the way the F note is fingered, it is fingered first valve, okay? First valve, like this. All right? So in the F note, I'm going to let you hear what it sounds like. Okay, and again, to recap, you are playing whole notes. We're going to start with, we're going to start with number 4 so that you learn that F note. Now, I want you to practice this whole page, but I want to start for this lesson where that new note is introduced. Okay? And you hold a whole note for 4 beats. Again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Your foot goes down and up 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The whole rest, the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So, let's start with lesson number 4. The first note on this page is the E note, and I will play. Listen to me play it, and then I want you to try to play it. Okay? One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, again, I just want to recap on that, on the rest. Whenever you hear the word rest, that means silence. And I don't know that I had put that in the last lesson, but I want to make sure that you understand that. Rest means silence. So you are being silent for 4 total beats. Your foot has to go down and up 4 times before you play the next note. And then when you play your notes, you're holding it for 4 total beats. All right? So that was number 4. Now we're going to go on to number 5, which is 3 Fs in a row, a whole rest, and then 3 more Fs in a row and a whole rest. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, in this instance, when you're doing those notes, make sure that you tongue the beginning of each note. You don't just hold it for a long time. You don't go. Nope. Every time you start a new note, you say ta, ta, ta. Listen to me again how I play it. Okay, that's the idea. Okay, one more thing that I want to mention to you on line number 6. I didn't tell you some of the terms, the musical terms, for these different symbols that you're seeing. So this first symbol here is known as the treble clef, and trumpets play in the treble clef. Okay, so whenever you see that, you know that that's for your instrument. The C that is right next to the treble clef, that means common time. And what common time is, it means 4/4 timing. Now I will explain that more as we move on into our lessons. But what you need to know for now is that each measure, which is separated by what they call a bar line, has 4 beats in it, okay? A maximum of 4 beats. So that's a bar line, and that's measure 1. Here's another bar line, measure 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of knowledge on it. Whether you understand it fully now or not, we will discuss it more as time progresses, all right? So again, you want to make sure you know the symbol is the treble clef in the very beginning. The C means common time, which is 4/4 timing. And these are bar lines. This is one measure, and this is the second measure, which are separated by these bar lines, okay? Each time you see a bar line, it's separating it, letting you know there's 1 bar, there's 2 bars, 3 bars, 4 bars, 5 bars, 6 bars, 7 bars, 8 bars, okay? So there's a total of 8 measures. And that's another term for it. You can either call them bars or you can call them measures, just so you know. But for our purpose now, we'll start calling them measures. So measure 1, measure 2, measure 3, measure 4, measure 5, measure 6, measure 7, measure 8. All right? Okay, so let's play that number 6. And you can listen to me play it first, and then you repeat the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now one more other thing I wanted to mention to you. While you're playing these notes, I'd like you to try to do 4 of those notes if you can. If you can't do 4 of them with one breath, now you still tongue them separately, like ta, 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 and you do not cut the air. Again, you don't go ta, ta, ta. It's ta, let the air die. Ta, ta, and you push the next note out with that ta, okay? But if you can do 2 measures with one breath, that's very good. But if you can do 4, that's fantastic. And then take your breath. And you want to take a quick breath, but when you take it, fill up from your diaphragm, okay? And you can do that from the side of your mouth. Watch. Now, I didn't hold those out for the full values, but you get the idea, okay? Now, what I would like you to do is finish this entire page for this week's lesson, okay? Start with number 1, line number 1, and then go all the way down to line number 7. And again, make sure that you practice your 3 times a week, half an hour each time that you practice. And also, make sure to subscribe to this channel and to hit the like button. And please leave me some comments. Let me know what you think, and if you have any questions. I'd love to answer your questions and interact with you. And I want to help you be the best trumpet player that you can be. All right, well, until I see you next time with your lesson, so long.